Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome to the first video on the Tempest YouTube channel. This video is going to be inspired by Mr. No Sleep RS, and this video is actually a loot from 100 Deepwoken video, and this is for Starswept Valley. So we're going to be getting 100 chests from Starswept Valley, and we're going to go ahead and see what we get out of them. So as you can see here, I'm on my agility slot. This is my 100 agility, 100 light weapon, and 75 thunder call slot. And then the rest of the points are put into fortitude so we can wear the helmets. I'm using a Cerulean knife 1-star with damage bonus. That's the best I could get in the winter time from the ferryman on the slot. And then I'm using an enchanted drowned gladiator's helm. Everything else is pretty standard, just highest health bonus essentially. Alright, so this voiceover is being done in post. You can kind of tell based on how the mic sounds, I guess, and I have some live reactions to certain items that I get. This video took a long time to record. I had over 3.5 hours of footage, and I played Deepwoken for like 5 hours straight doing this, which means either I suck at farming or there's just not enough events in Starswept Valley. Anyway, here's the first chest. I'm going to be displaying chests in increments of 10, so every 10 chests I will show the clip of opening the chest, and then any special items we get, I'll also include that. Alright guys, so here is chest number 10. As you can see, it was on an Etrian event, and here's what was in the chest, so nothing too special. If you're curious, it took me about 20 minutes to get these 10 chests. It was actually the longest of the entire video for me to get 10 chests, and it's probably because I was just starting off. While I was recording, I saw someone using the jump pads, and they fell off the cliff, and then I kind of like looked around and couldn't figure out where they were. I saw them sitting at a campfire, and I realized that they're probably really low health because they just fell off of a boost pad. And sure enough, I went ahead and used Bolt Piercer on him, and he was super low health. So I went ahead and gripped him, and he thought it was pretty funny that I was able to actually be there for that exact moment. He didn't really have anything too special, but he did have this hammer, which I actually haven't really seen before. I knew that this hammer existed in the game, but I never actually like had it myself. So it was pretty cool to get the hammer. It's a pretty drippy hammer. It's nothing like really too special, but it does look pretty cool. Alright guys, here we go with chest number 20, so let's see what we get. Woohoo, let's go. That was probably the weirdest reaction anyone's ever had to an enchant. So it's no stars, which kind of sucks, and we already have an enchanted helmet. So that sucks because we already have a drowned helmet. And there's not like a lot of good armor enchants, but I'm a big fan of the Vigil Hood. It could have a decent health bonus. We'll check the bonuses after I clear this event. That's chest 21 right there, and it's nothing good. Alright, we got a Vigil Hood, and it is Entanglement with 6 health and 24 reservoir and 6 sanity. So that is pretty cool, not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and probably keep the current helmet that we have, but Entanglement's a good enchant. It's a really good enchant. So, yeah, it's really pretty too. It's a really pretty enchant. I'm a big fan of it. I don't know if you guys have seen the anime Radiant, but this looks a lot like the Fantasia in Radiant, which I really like. And I'm a big fan of the Vigil Hood. I think the Vigil Hood's really cool. I'm not going to equip this. Actually, I will, just for the video. But normally I wouldn't equip this because it soul binds it. Let me put the hat on. So yeah, there you can see with the white scarf. That's kind of what it looks like. I'll put on a Royal Pathfinder too, to kind of get the full drip look. Yeah, that's what we got working for us. I'm going to stick with my Drowned Gladiator helm. And with all good things, there also has to be a bad thing. So this next clip is going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, we just got in combat from nothing. And then logged. I'm pretty sure that they were cheating. I'm pretty sure they were using exploits. Yeah, I do think they were cheating in some way, which is really annoying. We have one more investment point though, so it's not really like a big deal. I don't think I'm going to ask for a restore on this just because like it's not a huge deal. We also don't lose the enchant, so like who really cares, I guess. But anyway, we're going to sell what we have. It's kind of unfortunate that that happened to us. We got some exploiters that just like forced you to combat log basically. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be asking for a restore on that because no real point. The loot that we lost wasn't like any big deal really, and we still have the enchant, so I don't think there's any point in asking for a restore, but it's still annoying that that happened. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and sell all this stuff off, so I have 2,222 notes there, and we're going to go ahead and sell everything off here other than the enchant. Also the Nemet sickle right here that we got, the mythical, that sells for 100 notes now, so in case you were wondering. So we're looking at 4,682 after the first sell-off, and that is pretty good. 4,682 is quite nice. Alright guys, coming at you with chest number 30. This one was in probably one of the weirdest places I've ever seen a chest. It was really glitched into the wall, but then the chest itself ended up being this like nice little nook right here, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, this is chest number 30, so let's see what we get. And as you can see, it was nothing special. This guy named Don Dissy, he just tried to arcade me, right? And I see this loot bag over here, and I'm like, what the heck? The heck's in that loot bag? And I'll show you guys what it is after we sell all this stuff off. But, so yeah, we're sitting at 4.3k right now. Should be able to get a nice iron side after this. So there we go. Now we can buy a iron side. Anyway, so this guy tries to arcade me, right? And I kill him. He's a fresh spawn. I kill him and I come out here and I see this loot bag. And I open it. And there's an enforcer's accent there. So, that's pretty nice. There's no real functional purpose to us having this ship, but it's nice that we got it, I guess. Alright guys, here we are with chest number 40. Once again, nothing too special in this one, just an average chest here, but we're really looking for a shattered katana for my medium weapon slot. Something with an enchant like heroism would be really cool. And as for chest number 50, it's much of the same, nothing really too special again. We're still of course hunting those shattered katanas and those enchants. This little clip scared me so much because these things came out of the sky and landed on top of me. They literally spawned on top of the tree. And I'm not like super experienced with king threshers. I've killed them before, but I'm not really like consistent with them very well. And having the other thresher also aggroed onto me and not being able to just take one aggro at a time was a really terrifying experience. But as you can see, I was able to health pack off of the small thresher, and then I was kind of just able to take on the big thresher after that. So I ended up actually having a pretty decent battle with this guy here, but I was able to come out victorious in the end and not wipe to a king thresher. Alright boys, as the rain comes down, we're starting at 1250 notes, and it's time to sell some stuff. 3.5k notes, so we got about 1700. About 1700 notes from that. Also, while some footage of me farming plays in the background, I wanted to go ahead and introduce an idea if this channel does actually end up taking off, and that is the idea of kind of adopting Asmongold's content that he does on his stream, where he does something called Transmog Competitions for World of Warcraft. Basically what you do is you essentially show up to a certain area, and then the host goes around in a circle and looks at everybody's kind of transmogs for their characters, which is kind of their cosmetics that they have on, and then you kind of give a rating for those transmogs and different things like that. I think that would kind of translate pretty well in Deepwoken. It would have a few different like problems obviously with like PKers and such, but I think that would be a pretty cool idea, and maybe if this channel is able to take off, I could organize that at some point. So let me know what you think of that idea below. And middle of the pack, chest number 60 was also pretty underwhelming unfortunately, but we're in the second half of the video now, so we can go ahead and move on to that big 100. Now I move on to chest number 70, which unfortunately, as you can see here, was also pretty bad and didn't really have anything interesting in it at all. We haven't really had the best of luck with chests so far this video, but we did get one enchant, so that's pretty cool. No shattered katanas though. And as for chest 80, our luck definitely did not improve. We're kind of still stuck on the same old loot. Nothing too special at all there. Once again, back in Etris. We still have some cool stuff here. but nothing really worth keeping other than the enchanted Vigil Hood that we still have. 6,190 notes now. We're also down to 20% luck because we've leveled up quite a few times. We got Thresher Claws instead of Thresher Scales. This was our 4th King Thresher encounter, and as you can see, Spark Swap is a really nice ability to have. You can kind of manipulate around the mob spawns and kind of avoid different things, like Stone Knights, for example, is one thing that I avoided this video, because Stone Knights are really annoying and they wipe me every single time, so I never fight them. But yes, we go ahead and Spark Swap away that King Thresher so we can just fight him one-on-one later, which is pretty nice. It's a really good ability. I make a quick prayer to the Deepwoken gods for the King Thresher to not wipe me, and we take it on for the 4th time. It's really close, but we are able to take it down and get that nice little health pack, which is a lot nicer than the 2 Threshers that popped right out of the ground right after I was done fighting it. That's another reason I didn't want to fight it in the middle with the new static event where there's 3 Threshers, because those things can really mess you up. Chest number 90 was a little bit of a confusing one. I didn't really know which one of these was actually chest number 90 because I had 2 spawned, but we saved the King Thresher chest for last, and as you can see, neither of the 2 chests really had anything too special in them at all. Even the King Thresher one didn't really have anything great in it. I think we got another Etrian event spawn as well. That's a lot of stuff. That is just not good. Okay, that's on the Authority Helm. I was like, yeah, that's actually kind of good on an Adventurer Scarf. 19 health. What should we do loot from 100 from next? Depths is obviously an option. I don't really want to purposely wipe a character and then go to the depths and wipe again. But yeah. Alright guys, there's the final chest. I think that's like realistically like chest 103 or something. But yeah. Here's what the inventory looks like. For enchants, we got a enchanted Vigil Hood, 6 health, 6 sanity, 24 reservoir, and entanglement. Pretty cool. Pretty cool item. That's what it looks like on. I'm not using it. I liked my drowned gladiator a little bit better. That we did not get from this video, but we got it from the Hive. As for levels, it looks like we were at 54. I think we started the video at 51, I believe. So that's 3 levels. We are at 6.1k cash right now. And we still have this entire inventory to sell. That farming, which is pretty cool. Got some strange claws as well, which is nice. 8.9k. Alright, not the most money I've ever had in Deepwoken, but definitely a ton of money. The Hive is definitely a pretty good place to kind of somewhat safely farm notes. Obviously, you're not dealing with corrupted mobs, which is pretty nice. So guys, that is loot from 100 Hive chests. Actually, more like 103 Hive chests, because I did a little bit more just to make sure I didn't undercount. In total, we got 1 enchanted item, which was that Vigil Hood. Unfortunately, no weapon enchants. I actually still haven't dropped a single weapon enchant in the entirety of Deepwoken, which makes sense. I think they're a little bit more rare. But I've actually got a pretty large amount of armor enchants dropped to me, just no weapon enchants yet. And this 100 chest was no step in the right direction for that. Overall, the Hive is a pretty cool place to farm. It's obviously a little bit safer than the depths for sure, because you're not at risk of just wiping your entire character, of course, and you're not dealing with corrupted mobs or deep owls or anything like that. You can also get a lot of really cool unique items like Master Hawk's hand axe. You can get sacred hammers, shattered katanas, darksteel greatswords, a whole bunch of really cool stuff like that. So on screen is going to be the total stats for the entire video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you want more. Be sure to let me know what I should make a loot from video on next if you guys enjoyed this, and check out my other Deepwoken content on this channel. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe. See ya.